Hello everyone, and welcome to Channeling Changes, the Power of Positivity. As usual, I'm your host, Denton Ramsey. Today is Monday, October 3rd, 2016, and this is episode 12 of the show entitled Change Your Mind. We'll delve into the reason for that episode title later, but first, thank you for joining me on this life journey and awesome adventure of awe-inspiring awakening. You guys can find us on a plethora of platforms, from the sounds on iTunes, to the sites on YouTube, to the show notes on WordPress. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/channelingchanges. You can also find my personal Facebook page at facebook.com/Denton.Ramsey. Feel free to add me as a friend, and I will accept. You can also find us on Instagram at Channeling Changes. Also on iTunes, you can subscribe through the desktop or mobile app. Just look up Channeling Changes and click the subscribe button. We're also on Made with Opinion. That is a podcast host site. That's channelingchanges.madewithopinion.com. We're also on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/channelingchanges. You can also find us on Twitter at Channel Changes. And the official website, as usual, guys, is channelingchanges.wordpress.com. Contact the show via email at channelingchanges@gmail.com. As I told you guys in the last few episodes, I will be making it a priority to get the WordPress site updated as soon as possible, including references and further study links to videos and website links, and the addition of a new page dedicated solely to show notes. I also wanted to once again clarify the recent change in show format to not always including intro and outro song clips. The reason for the change, as stated before when dealing with these minicasts, is I feel that for most of the 10-minute shows, those 90 plus seconds could be better spent speaking to y'all on the subject of channeling changes. With that in mind, let's swan dive in to today's episode. Alright, the first thing I'd like to discuss is a story and subject I've been meaning to reiterate for at least the last 3 episodes, and today I will. And that is the original Channeling Changes column that I wrote what feels like ages ago, but in actuality has only been months, not years, and published on January 3rd, 2016. At that time, I was A, working as a front desk agent at the Comfort Suites by Baylor, B, was still going through the motions of life as an open-minded yet unawakened human, and C, had not fully or even come close to the grasp, acceptance, and understanding of enlightenment. The words were right there for me, written and published by me with a pre-planned mission that I had yet to seek or see, yet I was still blind. I digress. Here's that original column entitled, what else would it be called? Channeling Changes. I've personally been going through some epic emotional and mental changes in my life lately, especially in terms of differentiating the desire of wants from the necessity of needs, finding silver linings in each and every situation, regardless of how chaotic and heart-wrenching the initial encounter may feel at the onset, while mindfully maintaining a consistently calm and openly optimistic outlook during life's weary waves of pains and pitfalls. It's all about tweaking our thoughts towards persistently positive mental messages, ultimately leading to realistic yet radical results. I honestly strive to be an inspiring influence to each and every individual I meet or converse with on any given day of my life. And I've also learned to truly forgive both myself and others, emphatically embracing an anger-free attitude and lifestyle. Our daily walk on this earth encounters enough raging resentment as is, and it's anger that could easily be erased through positive practice of changing the way we think, act, react, and interact. I'm ready to collectively channel changes of our thoughts and minds. Anyone else ready to swan dive into this mental movement and boldly board the train? All right, guys. Honestly, the only edit or update I have made to that piece since its inspirational birth at the beginning of the year is the addition of the react when talking about changing the way we think, act, react, and interact. As usual though, guys, I digress. Let's move on. All right, we've arrived at the heart of today's show, the answers as to why the episode is entitled Change Your Mind. I love 90s music, and to be blunt, everything about the 90s. Good memories, crazy times. Glad I found my way to my calling. But back on topic. I have always adored the words and the beats of Sister Hazel tunes. The song I would like for us to quickly examine under our microscope is called, of course, Change Your Mind. Alright, this is how the song goes, guys. Hey, hey, did you ever think there might be another way to just feel better about today? Oh no, if you never want to have to turn and go away, you might feel better if you stay. Yeah, I bet you haven't heard a word I've said. Yeah, if you've had enough of all your trying, just give up that state of mind you're in. If you want to be somebody else, if you're tired of fighting battles with yourself, if you want to be somebody else, change your mind. Hey, have you ever danced in the rain or thanked the sun just for shining o'er the sea? Oh no, take it all in, the world's a show, and yeah, you look much better when you glow. Hey, what you say, we both go and seize the day, 'cause what's your hurry, anyway. Guys, I've always been a Hazelnut fan and a diehard fan of their songs portraying positive messages, but wow, once again, is all I can say. That and affirmations. Moving on. Alright guys, one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is looking ahead to my newest start to the latest column. It's entitled The Essence of Everlasting Love. I have not finished the intro or outro or really anything, but the heart of it is what I want to discuss with you guys, and that's this. I would like to clarify my statement and stance on organized religion playing a vital role in today's fear-founded, matrix-molded world. What I mean by that is this. The words and teachings of Jesus have been twisted and distorted in an effort to further control society, and he, his followers, and the authors and prophets of the Bible never intended for Christianity to be portrayed in such a warped way. Just as the founding fathers of this nation would be sickened by the brainwashing laws and policies currently in place, thanks to our pre-picked political puppets who run this country's evil and corrupt government. Alright guys, but here's the thing. The positivity that I rest assured in is that A, a necessary and critical change is on the horizon. B, I feel very led and called to this position of speaking to you guys about this awakening and mental modification. And I will happily answer any and all questions y'all may have. And C, the major change I have mentioned will shift the power away from our current government structure and out of the hands of those who have brainwashed its citizens and into a more open-minded and all-loving atmosphere. Look guys, I know change can be a frightening thing for many people, but the change that is coming is both exciting and a necessity. Stay positive, everyone, and don't forget to try to focus on, adopt, and live by the two basic L's of this amazing lifestyle: love and let go. I love you all, and I only desire the very, very best for each and every one of you. Alright guys, that will wrap up episode 12 of Channeling Changes, The Power of Positivity. Feel free to email me at channelingchanges@gmail.com or drpragency@gmail.com. Thank you for joining me wherever you guys are watching or listening from, and I hope you guys all have a love-filled, beautiful, and blessed day. I love you all. Peace.